Jordan, very good to see you. Today we get to talk about the one money move that could add years to your nest egg. Let's address the number one fear of most retirees, running out of money. So one way to make your nest egg last longer, figure out how to keep all of it in your pocket as opposed to sharing it with the government. So take a look at this recent headline from the Wall Street Journal. How can converting my tax deferred accounts to Roth accounts add years to my nest egg?
Yeah, this is huge. A lot of people, it's not
Yeah.
what you make, it's what you actually get to keep. And
Mm.
when you do Roth conversions, you're paying the taxes now, but all that growth is tax free in the future, which means you have more to your total nest egg. Sometimes I illustrate it this way that you're paying the tax on the seed versus paying taxes on the harvest. And I don't know about you, I'd rather pay the tax on the seed at historically low tax rates versus waiting until that accumulates and then we pay at much higher rates in the future.
hmm I'm glad you brought up the fact that we are living in historically low tax rates. That's part of the reason that Roth conversion saw a 44% jump in 2024. However, President-elect Trump has pledged to extend his 2017 tax cuts. So should we still be considering a conversion?
First of all, 44%
Yeah.
increase. That's a remarkable number. And it's not just because people love the government and they want to give them money. It's because they're looking for their own financial selves and they want to make sure they pay the least amount of taxes. So, yes, Trump now being elected, he has vowed that he will kind of keep that Tax Jobs and Cuts Act of 2017 in place. I believe it probably still will happen, based on current legislation and Trump being the president, but it's not done until it's done. But even if that does get extended, we have national debt. We have stimulus that needs to be paid. We have government programs that in the future, simple math says that taxes have to come up. And I don't care what president that is in the future, taxes have to come up. So I'd rather pay the taxes now, at least for this year, maybe for the next few years, but prepare yourselves and your family because retirement in life isn't for 3, 5 years. It's for 10, 20, 30 years. And we need to plan ahead of time to pay the taxes while they're on sale, even if the Trump's law gets extended or not.
hmm What are some risks or downsides, though, that come with Roth conversions that retirees need to keep in mind?
Well, Aaron, the risk is I'll ask you a question actually. Aaron, do you believe in your heart that taxes will be much lower in the future?
I don't, for all the reasons you mentioned a bit ago.
Correct. So that's a risk, right? If you are a firm believer that taxes are going to keep on going lower, that would not be wise to do a Roth
Yeah.
conversion. Another risk is what if you kind of go too high in the next tax bracket and you get to a higher 32 or 37% rate? Or maybe you don't hit the next tax bracket, but you hit the next IRMA bracket where 2 years later, you pay extra taxes on your Medicare excess premiums. So when you look at Roth conversions, you need to look at doing incremental Roth conversions based on your overall financial plan, making sure you're strategic and smart how much and when you do it, and make sure you don't ill-advised hit the next
Mhm.
bracket or hit the next IRMA bracket that could come back to bite you a few years later.
And that's why working with a professional is so important. So, Jordan, if somebody would like to talk through the pros and cons, crunch the numbers with you for a Roth conversion, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, we'd love to have that conversation and see how we can help. Our main number is 847-499-3454. We have a lot of material on YouTube and different things. Feel free to subscribe and kind of see if there's more information that we can benefit. But really how we benefit most people is on a one-on-one. We can have a simple 15-minute call, answer some quick questions, and see if we can personalize some advice to you to benefit your family.
Right. And stand by because that QR code is also going to pop up. So, Jordan, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Aaron.